the convention seminar industry is slowly coming back, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's an opportunity there for those that have stuck with it and that don't give up on it to make that dog hunt. I guess it's just a matter of convincing people that they do need to come out to an actual in-person event to get the value that you're offering.
Yeah. Well, we did, I'm involved with the cryotherapy conference that I own, and our first one, so this was our second year, we're going into our third next year, but our first one we ran in the middle of the pandemic, and I think it was so well attended because the first one was an absolute hit and was touch and go, but we had paid everything, we couldn't really cancel, we were beyond the point of no return. But I think people came out, especially the Californians, because they weren't allowed to do anything. Texas was pretty much, we still were open to a lot of things, but people came out, especially because they wanted to get out, they wanted to meet people. They hadn't done anything for a year or two, So yeah, our conference was very good the first year.
The cryo thing, how'd you get into that?
So I had a client that I was coaching, and she owns 3 stores. And the more I learned about cryo, I realized it was a new up-and-coming industry. I think she joined the industry when there were maybe 40 people. There's like 10,000 people involved in the industry now. And back then there were
a handful. That's 10,000 like brick and mortar, like...
No, it's probably... I'm not too sure what it is. It's a couple thousand now. But when she was around, there were maybe, 40... stores, if that, maybe
total.
Total
in the country.
Yeah, there's a guy called Jim, and he's got a franchise called Restore. He opens 3 stores a week.
Wow,
a week,
all around,
all over America.
Wow.
So they're kind of the market leaders. They're opening stores. They got big funding, I believe, to open stores. But that shows you how quick and that's just one franchise opening.
Yeah.
So, I spoke to her and I said, is there a conference going on? No conference. I said, well, let's own the space. And that's kind of what we did, So we put on a conference because I'd done seminars, nothing at that scale before. But, it's going well. So we're in our 3rd year at the moment.
What's it called? Cryocon?
Cryocon.
And it's here every year, or it has been?
It has been, yeah.
Do you have plans to maybe move that at some point? You go to Chicago, what are there, like 55, 60 shootings a weekend up there? You go up there? Yeah, cool. Central,
Well, most of the cryos are still here in Dallas, so this is kind of where it started.
Is this really the hub?
It's kind of a hub. Yeah.
Really?
And then... but there's talk of us going overseas and running one there, So it's an international conference now. First year was national, second year was international, so we had a lot of international people come in. Third year will be even bigger internationally. But we're thinking about doing something in Dubai. So we've got a guy who comes out, he's a player in the market, and he's talking to us about doing something in Dubai, But this will always be our main one.
Sure.
It'll never always be in Dallas, but until we're really established, probably the first 5 years will be in Dallas.
Let's get with me before you schedule that Dubai one, and I'll make sure that it's during the same week as the Dubai Rugby Sevens.
Well, there we go.
And then boom, boom. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
2 birds, 1 stone.